cámara de concrete.
Okay.
So they doing normal stuff for no reason.
Understood.
That was like 4 weeks ago. So when they're ready to do
So I recommend you bring that up at the construction board meeting with the contractor and the project manager and the engineers here.
So it's
Yes.
not another delay in the process, is there?
Okay.
One other thing of note too is that they just came to my unit to identify where that leak was coming from. And in the process of doing that, he had to, Levi had to go and knock out some of the, I forget like that coating,
Stucco?
The stucco, yeah. He had to remove some of that stucco in order to see if there was a crack in the actual wall or anything like that. In that process, he admitted that the stucco work was subpar. And so now that leads me to believe they need to go back and check all their stucco work because the engineer said this was floating and there could have been water penetration behind it. Now, that wasn't the case in mine, but there could have
And
been.
that's the role
That's
of the
the
project
role there.
manager, so we'll bring that up in the construction.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the new project manager. He was very
Very
detailed.
quiet
And he
man.
knew what he was talking about, and he pushed back on Levi.
Of course.
And Levi was also right about, it being a foundation issue. But it's,
We don't know yet because the engineers have to do the same test they did in the other.
no, the engineers were there. They did.
No, there's a test.
Oh,
that
of
they
the
do,
actual
yes.
foundation.
The engineer
Okay, they
comes
did
out,
like a
there's
water
whole
test.
It's a process, so they can't determine if it's a foundation issue yet. There's an assumption. All right, any other questions? All right, I'm going to place a motion on the board to extend Austro through June 30th, 2026. Do I have a second?
I will second that.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
What was that, Kareem?
I said aye.
Okay, you have 3 ayes,
Aye.
4.
I'm not
Say
voting.
aye if you don't feel
Okay,
it.
he's
I mean,
abstaining.
it
Yeah,
doesn't
but-
matter.
So the motion
Okay, because you
passes.
can't speak for me, I speak for
saying,
me.
it wasn't
Nobody
very
else speaks for me.
Oh, we know that.
Okay, let's go.
You will speak for me.
The motion passes,
Okay.
please. We have somebody that needs to take correct things. So the motion passes, we will notify Austro in the spirit of getting this project finished already, and you all are getting fines and all this fun stuff as you all just go back and forth and resist.
And what's the proposed completion date again?
Huh?
What's the proposed completion date?
His letter says June
June
30th, 2025, but I
It's
text him.
2026.
I
It's
text
okay.
him,
Again,
he
it's
verified.
because of this right
Oh,
here.
Patty,
That's why.
Patty, could
It's
we,
like that.
what does
We all
that
know
do
this.
when it comes to our recourse with
2026.
the after the
Payment.
extension?
Payment. We have a retainer that we hold on. They're not gonna get fully paid until everything is.
No, but we also
satisfactory.
don't have recourse, like after the contract date is over, we just withhold payment. I mean, what's our potential we could do right now?
You're
Just
welcome to
withhold
read the
payment now?
contract. I don't know it by heart. You're welcome to read the contract. It's on the website. All right, let's continue. We have a long,
Yeah.
all right, annual budget meeting. We had our budget workshop, so thank you to Rachel and Ken who showed up as part of unit owners. It is set, you'll be getting
Rachel and
the
who was the other
budget.
one?
The annual budget meeting will be
Ken.
November
Ken Aker.
18th, that's the third Tuesday, right before the holidays at 7 PM.
What date? I'm sorry.
November 18th at 7 PM.
I just think
Here in the
it's.
clubhouse. At that time, there's a 14-day notice that has to go out with the proposed budget. You'll have a chance to review it. That day of the 18th, you'll bring your budget and you will ask questions. And we'll go from there. And we can modify anything that night, just like we did last year with the termite contract. The people wanted to pay it either monthly instead of an assessment. So we said, okay, we'll do it in the actual budget. All right. Update on window increase from Austro. Austro sent out a new pricing list, which is also posted on the website. This is due to PGT. Aluminum glass has gone up due to tariffs. In fact, I'm very surprised that they said effective October 17th. If you look up PGT window price increase due to tariffs, you'll see that they started announcing the different suppliers as of May of this year. Austro is doing an effective 10/17. So if you're using Austro as your window supplier and you already have a signed contract with a deposit with them, the original Windows list will be honored. Anything after 10/17, which is already passed, will be the current prices. Again, the reasoning for their price increase is what's happening with the tariffs, and a lot of manufacturers are getting materials much higher, so they're passing on that to the consumer.
Allegedly.
All right, review of approved maintenance schedule. We all approved the maintenance schedule earlier this year. Diana, I want to make sure we're on target.
I didn't even print mine, I'm sorry. But I know what you can.
I want to make sure we're on target here. Of course, we have our daily, weekly, and monthly stuff that's going on, such as the pool water chemical balancing, pool, and so forth. January, we have we discussed during our annual pressure clean, or just a power wash on the facade and walls. That's with a light soap that's special for that. That's to protect and make sure that we're maintaining the freshly painted buildings that are finished. So it won't include everybody. We also have any paint touch-ups that need to be done. We're checking for cracks, foundation, settlement, foundation issues, inspect and clean the hardy board siding. This is actually ideally when everything is done. So some of this won't apply this January. I will tell you what needs to be done. Cleaning of the gutters. Cleaning of the gutters. We're getting ready for dry season. Leaves are falling. I'm observing some of the gutters in phase, because only I think phase 4 and half of phase 3 have gutters because everybody else is under construction. I'm noticing they're not flowing. So our grounds person needs to simply clean out the gutters. Go in, blow out, or take out any leaves that are there so that the gutters do not clog. So we need gutter cleaning.
I need a new blower.
Okay. The blower
So-
that I have that I was gonna donate is too big for that. There are smaller versions.
Sure, I'll pick up.
Mine is the one that reverses, mulches, and
Yeah.
that he can't take that up.
That's what I was waiting for. So, no problem, we'll go ahead
But
and.
I wanna be mindful, he's not going to blow, because he's gonna blow it on the roof. He is to go and clean with his hands. Get a pair of gloves and take out any gunk, anything that's there, to help protect and allow those gutters to flow. So that's one of
But
the
one
projects.
going down, but also for the downspout, you can use the water.
Correct.
to
Once
push-
he removes the leaves, then he can throw water and test the flow. Make sure that in the downspout, there's no clogs.
But
Okay?
we need the residents to cooperate.
Well, a notice needs to be
And, yeah.
sent out. So you need to decide what date in November, December you want to do
No,
it.
I think we should just go ahead and do it. Well, the rainy season is up, in what, the 30th?
It's
So-
just getting drier, and
Yeah, it
in
is.
December, unless you have a cold front, then you have rain. But what you're going to start experiencing, which we're already seeing, is a lot of leaves are falling. So now's the time to do some preventive.
Okay,
get
because
in
I
there.
wanted to pressure clean 3, but I could just go ahead and have him start
You
on
mean half
the-
of 3 sidewalks?
Yeah.
No, finish half of 3 sidewalks. That was the project he has to finish. So what I'm saying is he needs to, when he finishes that, he needs to, all the gutters that are in place, he needs to clean out.
Now, I will post a notice again to the residents, just like we did with the pressure cleaning.
Yeah.
And hopefully, we don't have the residents coming out cussing and threatening because he used their water.
Well, we need to post notices on the door.
I do.
Okay. And send it out,
Every-
post it on the doors, post it on the
mailboxes,
mailboxes, and we'll
yes.
send a blast through the thing.
Okay.
So for December, I see pressure walks, I see parking lot maintenance, pool deck pavers cleaning,
Pressure cleaning pool deck.
pressure cleaning, that's part of the pressure cleaning, and I see mulching common areas.
For who? For him? To mulch a common
No, no,
area?
no, no.
Oh,
No. So that's what's coming up in December that we all agreed on, and just give you a preview of January is,
so who's mulching the common areas? You talking about the landscaper?
yeah, usually what happens in the past, Proscapes before the year end freshens the mulch of every entrance, kind of for the holidays, year end kind of thing.
We have, him and I
Who's
have, Proscape.
Okay?
We have, because we did 4, we have a complete walkthrough of the entire community. And it has to be done when his men is here. I don't want it done prior to his men coming, because now you can tell when the landscapers do a good job if we run behind them. When the landscapers are here, that's the only thing Elijah does. He goes behind the landscapers, make sure that they're blowing, and so on and so forth. If he's not watching them, they just do whatever.
So that's
that's
why we don't pay him to watch our vendor. So we need to get those proposals on the November agenda and vote and review new landscapers.
So
I
then
am
the ones-
sick and tired of reaching out to Jerry, sending him pictures, complaining what the guys are doing.
Exactly.
We're done. We discussed this months ago. Proscapes needs to go.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have the proposal.
Agreed.
I did ask them for, since those proposals were from March, I think, I asked them to update their proposals, because I don't want to hear
Let's bring it on,
that.
I'm gonna put it on the November agenda. We need to
When-
give them a 30-day notice through the end of the year, and that's it. We need a landscaper that has a little bit more control over his workers. I see them still to this day blowing against the building,
Yeah.
towards
Is
the
it
building.
November I'm sorry.
And I've already texted Jerry
Oh
from
my God,
Proscapes
don't even bother.
100 times with videos showing them, and I said, I don't have anything else to tell you. I'm not dealing with him anymore, and everyone's, we'll vote on it, we'll review other vendors, but
So this is November the 18th is the board meeting, correct?
November 18th is the budget meeting. We can insert that in there.
So okay, yeah, I'm just, because.
So I'm gonna put budget meeting, agenda items so far, and then the proposals for,
Landscaping,
make sure you get updated, because
Yes, I
pricing
already
is
requested
changing
it.
everywhere.
yes.
Can I make a request
And then,
also?
go ahead.
I'm sorry. As long as we're doing landscaping, let's do the pool. These folks are
Yeah.
people in Domino's.
Yes, I do need,
Why don't we review them all?
yeah, I do,
Those are our
We'll
two
have
interests.
a long board meeting, but at least.
But it's only two.
We need to look at all.
it's only two,
Yeah, but we have the budget meeting,
Yeah.
there's a lot of questions. Carol
Okay.
Esky will be there, so we
Yeah.
want to give
Well,
everybody
can
time
we-
with Carol.
Okay, so I already requested the updated ones, okay? So if I get it to you guys and just to let us, because even Brown's group sent theirs, he resent his revised ones because he messed up on them. So anyway, and if I just send it, everybody could review it, ask questions in the meantime, so that when you come to the meeting,
Right,
Yeah.
good.
because as far as the pool guy is concerned, that pool company, well, you're not to me yet. Never mind.
No.
Yeah, 'cause we don't know when he comes. Remember we were talking about that?
And the
Yeah.
signs are still on the pool.
Yeah, because I'll get to that in my meeting. It's the
Okay.
pump.
Proscapes waste time. They were there last week. I don't have any grass outside of my front door. Why he stood there 20 minutes blowing, I have no idea. Killing time. They need to, we need to look
They
at
need to
someone
own
else.
a rake is what they need to
Yeah.
do. All right. All right, so Vice President updates, Elizabeth is not with us. Let's go to Treasurer, that's you there.
Well, let's take a look at the rules and regulations. I have sent these out several times. I have not received any feedback.
I have some feedback. Does anybody need a copy?
They didn't get sent out.
Weren't they supposed to be circulated to the community per the last meeting? Yeah, they were supposed to be circulated to the community.
Not until the board agrees, and then we send it out for the,
I'll explain the process.
Okay, thank you.
Good, we need more.
I have one, you don't need to.
All right, once the board approves the final draft, that
I've done
the
a legal
attorney
review on
reviewed and added to it, then there's a 14-day mailing notice where every unit owner will get a copy of the proposed rules and regulations. Then there is a newly called meeting where we have an open forum, we go through it, we hear suggestions, blah, 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 blah. If the board approves any proposed changes, then that's the final draft, and then it'll be voted on at that 14-day notice meeting. That's how it goes. Right now, this board cannot get passed for more than 8 months this point.
oh, it's been 2 years.
Okay, so tonight, we are going to take time and review. If everything you see in red is changes the attorney made, okay? Once we review it and agree as a board, okay, these are the final drafts with the changes, then we will we'll do the mailing and we'll need to set the meeting. So,
There's one issue I had. After the party was put on, it's like asking if you can't put back on the ring cameras, anybody can put back on the ring cameras.
yeah, the thing is with the hardware board is anything that's installed on it needs to be installed carefully because you can, if you don't seal it correctly, the screws and stuff, you're gonna have water intrusion behind it. So we should probably add something like that. But
Right.
let's go page by page, okay? All right, on page 1, there's a typo. You said special assessments and then if any are due on the 15th, but then you haven't read. Any special assessment not paid by the 10th after is due will be assessed a late charge. Which is it, the 15th or the
No.
10th?
The 10th
The
day.
15th of the month is when it's due.
Right.
10 days after that, the 25th, is when it is late.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read the 10th after.
Yes,
Sorry.
thank you.
All right. Everything else I read, I don't have. Do you have anything on page 1? Page 1, any changes, proposed changes?
No, not for paper.
Larry, no,
This is
Sean, any proposed changes on page 1?
I have no comment.
Okay, page 1 is accepted. Let's go to second page. I do have, there's a typo on page 2 on number 6. The last says fobs and keys must be transferred to new owners in case of the unit being sold. After the closing, the buyer must provide a copy of the deed to the association along with the names of the people who will be using the 2 fobs provided at, and the word is closes. It should be closing.
Closing, okay?
Okay.
We'll correct that.
I read review 2 as amended by the attorney. I don't have any other questions. Anybody? Blair?
No.
Okay, Sean's not going to participate, so we'll move on.
Oh, I'll make comments. This is my right as an owner.
Page 3. That the whole section was added by the attorney and read. Anything, it's just straight from the condominium docs.
Again, my comment on this is we should have been updating the bylaws instead of using these outdated
You
condo
were supposed
docs.
to do that 2 years ago, John, so
Oh,
until you
please.
do it,
I wasn't
leave
even
it
on the
alone.
board 2 years ago.
All right, you were assigned that and you didn't have it on the
No,
board.
I put it on
So
hold until
it's
investigations were
recorded. I got it. I'm not
performed. Yeah, I got it recorded too. It's on my website.
Now, page 4,
HOAJusticeNow.com.
Page 4, I see an error. It's in 3B. It says garbage pickup is every Tuesday and Friday. It must be approved blue logo plantation garbage bags. We should add no other bags permitted by the city of Plantation for house waste because people are putting their white kitchen bags, they're putting black bags. So we need to emphasize that.
Okay.
So I'm
That's a good
proposing letter B, after the first thing, when you go into garbage, that we emphasize no other bags permitted by the city of Plantation for house waste. That's after the discussion of the blue bags. And then it goes into recycling bags on the next page. So that's a recommendation. Anybody else have something for page 4?
Yes, the statement I'd like to make is no security cameras or things on the fascia board. Is that because it has wood filler on it?
That's because we're trying to protect the new wood and people don't.
Well, I mean, if you
install-
look at the engineer reports, you can see all the wood filler on all the fascia boards in phase 4.
Nothing is to be attached to the fascia boards.
Yeah, because of the wood
people
filler.
don't install correctly, they don't seal correctly.
There's a lot of
They
people with
start
problems over that
having-
issue.
I mean, there's one thing I want to ask. Is there something that we can
A
give people
solution, yeah.
so that stuff can be installed?
Unpaid. If you wanna see what it looks like, pass by my house, I have it in the soffit.
That's different from, like, some people probably don't have that lip that's underneath.
They might not.
Right.
Okay, then I think it should-
First of all, the issue is that anything attached any place on the property, including the fence, needs to be approved by the board on an ACC form. And that is
It's
not
in the
been-
bylaws. It's in the bylaws.
It's in the documents.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
I think that you control freaks are just making these rules too tidy and not owner-friendly.
Most people
Yeah,
have
ring camera.
just a ring camera.
No,
That's why I'm not just
you're not put a ring camera on a fascia board?
No, like,
Part of the
they don't
system.
have like the floodlights, say for instance, in their
Floodlights, yeah.
backyard. or
So
something.
what we'll do is I would propose that the engineer give
Oh,
us,
wow.
the project manager give us the proper installation guidelines on
Yeah,
parking
yeah.
board and blah, blah.
More money
Yeah,
spent.
because
Because,
So
Yeah.
we can get that so they can install it.
yeah,
correctly, so
because
that's not- right.
some of the people who I approach about removing their cameras, they're like, where should I put it? And I'm stuck because it's
Exactly,
like, where?
yeah. There's no
So we
solution.
have to provide.
You can also put it, if some of the fronts that, you can also put it on the actual stucco, just like that, on the wall. Just like that, on a wall instead of on the ceiling. It depends on the camera, type of camera system you
Well,
have.
because I've been waiting to put mine up, but I'm gonna pass by your house and see where yours are.
Yeah, but we can't,
Okay.
if you put it, they don't, if you put anything on the stucco, because their installation on the stucco, people are not sealing, and there's gonna be water
So-
penetration, so I'll
We'll
talk
find
to
a solution,
Yes.
but definitely
Yeah.
not on the wood.
Patty, one
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
on
things
the wood.
also with that, with like the ACC forms, you have to also understand a lot of these systems now, they make them so that the homeowner can install them
themselves, yeah.
And they don't require
Exactly.
a licensed person to come in and install.
I know, but they are
So
not
I
the
think
ones.
that's something, I know, but I'm just saying that.
It's common practice in
I
just
think
about
when
every
people hear
HOA
ACC
or
form, they think, oh, God, I
homeowner
have to get a
community.
contract,
I know a lot of
but it
people
says I can install
upper
it.
echelon in the
So,
city.
The problem
Maybe some
is,
guidance
part
on
of
that.
the problem of rotted wood is people attach things to the wood and don't seal it properly.
Yeah.
And the same thing will go with the stucco.
So the
Oh my
safest
God.
place is to find something, whether it be stucco, if you have a soffit. In their case, it has to be sealed properly because water will get into it and so forth.
They
The
make
wood is
glass.
an issue.
In your
They make
opinion.
glass mounts, that's what
In
I've
your
had mine on
opinion.
the whole construction, and they just stick to the inside of my windows.
Inside
so
the
they're-
window,
Yeah, and there's a lot
Not
of, I'm looking
accessible,
also
but
from inside,
public.
there's these magnets that you just put the thing, you have the magnet ball,
Yeah, it's an
you don't have to even
easy-
attach any hardware to it.
But we have to complete the ACC form.
And
Sure.
Yes,
anything.
regardless.
I think it would be.
Same
good to
thing
have
with
that
satellite
online.
dishes, thank God, a lot of people are not using satellite dishes, but we've had issues in the past where the contractor, you come back and you see the contractor put the satellite dish right on the fascia board, and they didn't properly
Well, there
seal it.
are owners that have satellites in this
Water
community.
issues behind
Yeah.
and so forth,
Yeah.
so
So,
that's the issue. So we may have to, maybe at a later date, look at the different styles of units that are out there and determine what areas
Because, I
are.
mean, we don't have security cameras in the condominiums. So a lot of people will depend upon other unit owners for,
Yeah.
the ring camera, just in case anything happens.
I wish they would tell us when people are
Ring
dragging out
cameras.
illegal garbage and dumping.
I was gonna say, when somebody's car is getting broken into or their house.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
But are you talking
that,
about the door ring camera or the light ring camera?
I have a door ring camera right by my front door.
That's limited, so you should
Right.
really cross up. You
So
should get a
if I know-
wider view.
So
Okay.
if I-
okay, Patty, can I ask a question? Now, phase 4, I'm just gonna take phase 4 who's working over there right now. One of the things that is very difficult, I don't know about Omega Villas, because everywhere else you can't do anything on the exterior unless there's an architectural. We went there and did the planting. Next thing you know, you come back, people are digging and putting in their own plants, they're putting in flower pots, huge flower pots. And people have to understand that, the residents have to understand that you can't start putting in brick borders. You need to have approval. You have to find out where the irrigation is before you start putting down landscaping brick pavers, around the landscaping and these big pots and stuff like that. So we need, anyway, we need to,
Okay. Agreed.
yeah.
All right, so we were on page 5.
Yes.
I also saw another thing that needs more clarification. This is, residents are not allowed to plant any foliage or place any decoration lighting, papers, tiles, or other items. The inside of the fence is a homeowner's. Trees must be kept pruned and not allowed to infringe on the roofs. Homeowner's property fines are not permitted to plant. We discussed this. There are people that are putting landscaping lines and doing
Yes.
so it's too dark in these phases. So I think that they need an ACC form, and those that have it grandfather, but we need to put, I put here, unless approved through architectural modification, association approval. You have some really dark fronts.
Yeah.
And I think, unless we start adding more streetlights, which is not probably gonna happen, I think unit owners should be allowed to enhance the lighting in their front. Number one, it's a nice touch, and number two, it's dark as hell.
Yes.
Now, we got some of the trees on the neighbors, they need to be trimmed.
Okay,
So that's another issue, we're talking about.
Okay, well, no, yeah, but that's
So
contributes to the
can we
cost.
add,
But the trees were trimmed
um,
around.
Yeah.
approval, do you have the verbiage?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Anything else
Okay.
on page 5, so we can continue? All right.
Trees must be
Page
kept
6, I didn't see anything when I read through this. Anybody have, remember all the red parts that's done by the attorney? Anything?
Well, it's good to know the attorney is writing this stuff, so when we do have the feds and the banks involved in this at some point, they'll go through this line by line,
Can't
yeah.
wait. Anything, Mon?
The feds and the
Anything?
bank.
You've all seen the confirmations, I mean, you're acting stupid when you see it on the,
Confirmations.
oh, yes.
Blowing you off.
Yeah.
I'm chairing the meeting. I'm asking Maud if she has any questions on page 6.
Patty, you're just
Go
reading,
ahead.
a control freak is
Go
normal,
ahead.
we know this.
Start issuing decals.
You should have had a decal
Right.
when you moved in. Yeah, and that's a problem, and we will guess we're going to start.
I'm gonna make a
reissuing
recommendation that any renter, any new owner that it be done, issued as
Takes them about
a
9 to
meeting that
18
you
months, and that's
do
why
with
there's-
them. You should have them and assign them.
Because I didn't get a decal, I didn't get.
I think we're gonna do it, we do the new fobs.
That's right, because they just.
I think we're gonna do the fob, when
Which
the
is
fob
perfect
system
for
is
the
upgraded,
Investigation.
we're going to
Oh, no, I
do,
didn't get that.
The decals.
guys, can we stay on point, please? We'll be here until 10 o'clock at night.
No.
I think the good time to re-roll out the parking should be when we re-roll out the fob, new fob system.
Right.
We're having the fob.
During the week,
Huh?
Yes.
we need to do it during the week.
During the
And on
week.
Saturday.
And Saturdays should be only for the people who are not working.
Right.
Not have the whole community to come on a Saturday when they can come during the day, in the evening, and then Saturdays is for the people who do
I
not.
think something like 6 to 8 would be nice.
Guys,
Couple
we can
nights a week.
discuss that when we get the.
During the,
fob.
well, they're coming
Okay.
next week to cancel everybody's fobs.
Okay,
Right.
So I would want to do this before 2026.
yeah.
Okay.
We already, it's in the budget, so.
I'm shutting down for Christmas, for the new year.
Page 7.
Page 7. I didn't see anything. This is a section on pets, food, and recreation. Anybody in the board want to add anything, change anything?
Pets causing a nuisance.
Oh, pets?
Yeah, I mean,
That's-
We changed to 100 pounds. We did all those changes already. Is there any additional changes the board would like to see? Anybody?
no,
We move on to page 8. Page 8, I don't have anything to add. Anybody?
no.
Still gonna eat by four.
Of course.
Alcohol was not permitted
At
in
least
the
it's in the
club.
rules.
You
We need
it,
something
you
to
it.
enforce. All right. All right, nothing else? Let's go to page 9. I do have a couple of things I noticed. Number 3, it says exterminators can be contacted directly by the residents. Please see the important information sheet on the website for names and numbers. You have for termite and pest control. Termites should not be there because we have a contract with a termite company. So the unit owner shouldn't be in direct contact with the termite because we have a certain warranty with them when we did all this. So termite needs to be maybe stated. If you're having termite issues, please contact, put in the portal, because that's a whole separate thing. The pest control is a monthly thing that unit owners should reach out to the pest control people. but the termite people has to go through the portal. We need to know if there's a termite issue, because we just spent a lot of money tenting these buildings, and they are under warranty for a guaranteed time, so, okay, got it?
Yep.
I don't see anything else. Does anybody on the board have anything they want to change? Page 9.
No.
9? Page 10, I don't see anything that needs to be changed.
I don't see anything for 10.
Okay.
All right.
Well, records request, when about 25 cents per letter, we are digital, so,
Well, and that's okay, but this gives you,
Okay,
if someone wants a hard copy,
okay.
you can charge for your time and report.
Okay, page 11 is really nothing.
Okay.
All right, so recap, we made some changes. I'm going to make a motion to accept the rules and regulation final draft, provided that the changes we discussed per page are implemented and sent out to the board. And then we will release this, we need to schedule a 14-day meeting.
Oh, boy.
So the 18th is already tight because we have the budget and we have, so we could do, leave it for December.
The beginning of December?
Yeah. No, or
No.
normal, well, hold on, because when is the holidays? When is Hanukkah and all that start?
And I'm leaving the 23rd.
No, nothing in the 20s in December. Everybody's traveling, people are out.
Yeah, I'm close.
Let's try to do December on the first Tuesday of the month.
Which is December 2nd.
What do you think?
I can't do it, I got a board meeting.
Yeah, I gotta get back to you. I got
What's the
meetings.
second Tuesday of the month? in
The ninth.
December? The 9th.
The second is,
We can do our regular board meeting because of the holidays early in December.
Right.
Hanukkah starts on the 14th.
Okay, so I think Tuesday the 9th sounds good. What do you all think? That's
Talking about
just before
December?
Hanukkah, just before all the holiday rush, and we get one more meeting in before the year.
what?
You talking about December,
You're doing
right?
the 9th?
Yeah.
And that's
Okay.
it for December, correct?
Yeah, unless, we'll probably have a construction meeting too, but we have to wait for Anas to tell us. when he
December
wants to have a
9th is the
construction.
second Tuesday.
Right.
I'm not.
You don't have to come, Diana.
I gotta do
No. Oh, no, I'm
Okay.
coming.
All
So
right.
it's the
December 9th will
9th
be.
is a board meeting. That's
It
on
will
a
be a board
Tuesday.
meeting where we have, one of the items is rules and regulations. By then, everybody would have been mailed out, they can look at it, and then we'll have an open forum on feedback, and then the board will finally vote it in.
Okay, so
I can't attend.
the mailing for you're gonna incorporate.
We have time
with
for the mailing. The meeting, it needs to be 14 days before the meeting. We're not
Before
even
December
in
the
November.
Why aren't you showing it to the
December
owners
what?
before you try to adopt something?
December what?
9th, we're gonna do it on December the 9th,
Okay,
correct?
so we have to mail it minimum 14 days.
That is correct.
So we'll mail it in November, give them plenty of time. I
Yeah,
would do even more than 14 days.
I agree.
Okay.
Let them read it, and then we'll have the meeting on December.
So when you send it to us, when you email it, it'll be printed and it gets mailed,
Okay.
okay?
So
Because-
statute says you can mail it, you can electronically, so we're gonna do both. We're gonna put it on the portal.
Yep.
We're going to clearly say draft, final draft.
Mhm.
We'll send a notification to the portal,
Yep.
letting them know it's there, and they'll get a hard copy mailing.
And can we post a notice saying,
So, whatever you want,
okay.
Diana. You know, whatever you're accustomed to, as long as people know it's there.
yeah. I want
Because
them to know
then,
it's there.
then there'll be instructions on voting and all that fun stuff
Yeah.
in the packet.
I'm not able to attend that meeting. you know.
On the 9th?
Yeah, I got a board meeting.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so rules and regulations, membership review is December 9th, 7 PM. It'll be part of the regular
Okay.
BOD. That'll be our last BOD for the year, December 9th.
Except for the possibility of construction.
All right, yeah. I doubt it when the holidays, they're gonna, And then, just to recap, November 18th is our budget meeting, and we're also going to review proposals for new landscaping and pool companies.
Cool, yes. You
I
tell me.
will second the motion to accept the changes and get it back out to everyone.
Okay, I'll expand that motion to include changes found on page 1, changes found on page 2, changes on page 4, changes on page 5,
Well, I got you.
changes on page 9. I wanted to add that, amend that motion to include the pages that we made changes to. You want me to repeat them?
Yeah, 1, 2,
Pages
5.
1, pages 2, pages 4, pages 5, page 9. That's it. I'm also doing echo, just so you know, the transcript, Bree.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you the summary. That'll be with the meeting minutes, okay? All right. Oh, there's a motion on the table. Blair seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Sean,
No comment.
abstains. All right. Secretary updates, Kareem.
As I said earlier, I will send out all the minutes that were completed. I will send that out to everybody.
You didn't send it to the entire
To
board.
the entire
Yeah.
board, yeah, I will send it to everybody.
Yeah.
So everything is completed, everybody gave feedback that they wanted to give, and I'll send it out to
Perfect, so
everybody.
now the rest of the board gets it, and then we discuss it in the next board meeting, so I'm gonna put it for November, make sure the minutes are done. Now, then also you need to include the last meeting we had for construction
Yes.
and tonight's meeting.
Yeah.
So let's catch
Get-
up,
get everything
get it
together.
done, finish the year with the minutes on, okay? And I'm using this new, just so you know, I'm using Echo. I've used it at other meetings, and the transcripts is phenomenal. You'll just have to adjust, because sometimes it hears, what types of words that it think it hears. So I'll look over it and then send it to you, and also it records the actual meeting, so it has a voice transcript as well, okay?
Should be done.
I think that's gonna help you get, you'll take notes, but you'll be able to compare your notes to the summary, okay?
Perfect.
I have
Sounds
two
good.
things before I leave.